Welcome to the shop. Gotta check the door, make sure it's locked. I am the convicted Christian, and it's been a while. As you can see by the beard growth, it's been a little bit. I've been wanting to make more videos recently, and I just didn't know how to get started with such a long break in between my last video and this one. And I was getting a little discouraged. I felt that I was called, to do this, and it didn't seem like there was any traction going. And I allowed my fear and my worry to take over. So I stopped making videos. I've still been doing, hobby stuff. I've made some a big gate for my house. I've been building this mug holder for my wife, and just overall been building, making my yard look really nice, because it was not great, and so I took the time and effort to do that. So I've still been busy. I thought that maybe this wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. But having some time to think, having some time to kind of get a little more settled into the new place, it really made me rethink that. And so this is the first video. There's not going to be much here. I might put up a couple pictures of the things that I've made since I last made a video. And we're going to get back into this. If you're new here, I am 8 years, almost 9 years clean and sober. I did 10 years in prison, but now I'm free, off parole, all thanks to the love of God for me. That's what I believe. If you're a returning viewer, which you haven't returned in a while because I haven't made any videos, thank you for staying subscribed. Still checking in and making sure if I was making videos or not. Greatly appreciate it. And I hope that from here on out, I'll be a little less discouraged. I'll be a little less fearful of what I'm doing, how it's doing, and how the channel's doing. And so, thank you. Truly thank you. It's going to be a little different because I'm done with my life story. Now, if you guys have questions about it, if you saw a video and you had questions about it, you can leave a comment here, you can leave your question here, and I'll answer it. If you want to leave it on the video that you saw it, go ahead, I'll answer it. That's not a problem. And we'll get into it. If there's anything that I can divulge about what happened previously to get me to this point, let me know. And it'll make it into, if not the next video, the video after that. So, like I was doing at the very end, we're gonna bring in, the Bible. And today, we're gonna be doing John. Let's see, I got my Bible right here. John 10:14. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. I really like this for my first video back, because I think I lost sight of Christ for a little bit. And I think I lost sight of where, he wanted to take me and where I was supposed to be going, not where I am. And with that being said, this is hopefully not a new path, just the proper path. And I hope to continue to follow it to the best of my ability and through the strength that he gives me. Bug. And that's really where I want to be, is where I'm led by the Spirit and by what I feel that I'm hearing him say to me. Because that's all we can do, is we can listen and follow what we're told and trust that whatever needs to happen will happen, and it'll happen in the way that it's supposed to. I got some good news. My wife got her master's. She finished school, and now we found out today that she has an interview. And it shows how good God is. It shows how much he wants to help us persevere, how much he wants to help us grow into the fullness of who he made us to be. And even when we struggle, even when we, don't follow where we're supposed to be, he's still going to use it. He's still going to make sure that whatever message needs to be given is given. If it's given voluntarily or if it's given with a fight. The main difference is you can either voluntarily, with gladness and hope and joy, follow what he wants you to do. And you can be blessed, even if it's not in the way that you want to be blessed. You could be blessed. And then go on to do more. Or you could deal with not being blessed, still have the trial and the tribulation of whatever it is you're going through. The message is still sent out there, and then you're just stuck wherever it is that you end up leaving yourself. And I'm now becoming more afraid of that than I am of what other people think of me. If you don't believe in God, this might not be the video for you. I have my next videos, I'm hoping to be a little bit more hobby focused and talk more about, my 5 steps and how I use them actively every day. But there's also going to be a good portion of my faith, because if it wasn't for my faith, I wouldn't have the steps. If it wasn't for my faith, I wouldn't have the change in who I was into who I am now. And so, if this isn't for you, thanks for visiting. Thanks for watching, the first 5 seconds and skipping. But if you made it this far, maybe that's something calling on your heart. Now, if you are a believer, I really hope that I can earn your follow, your subscription, whatever it's called. Different apps call it different things. Follow, subscribe, whatever your little button has. If I could get that to happen, that'd be awesome. That would be greatly appreciated. But if not, hey, God bless you. And yes, there is a blue mattress in my garage right now. So, if anyone has comments on it, it's there. It's the best place for it, where it's not on the ground and happens to be in the shot. It is what it is. It's a garage. It's pretty. It's a cluttered, organized mess. So, yeah, and I know this video is kind of haphazard. I didn't really think about this video. I was literally sitting there listening to Casting Crowns, and I just felt the urge to make it, and so here it is. Like most of my videos, it's off the cuff, but this one's off the cuff even more than usual. And I'm okay with that. I hope you are too. So if you liked what you heard and you would like to see more of this, and I will be putting some pictures up at the end, show you kind of what I've been working on lately, then give me a shot. Comment. Smash the thumbs up button or whatever other pages say. Let me get some interaction. I am probably the most open book. I talk about almost anything. And I love telling my story and helping those that are struggling with the same thing I was. Addiction, substance abuse, going to prison, going to jail, having to deal with the life after it. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. If you're struggling, just reach out to anybody. And if you feel comfortable reaching out to me, hey, we can work through it together. So, this is the end of this one. Kind of a short one, mainly because it's so jumbled and all put together. A lot of thoughts that have been running over my head over the last, 8 months that I haven't been making videos. But it's good to be back. It's good to be sitting on this 5-gallon bucket in front of this camera, blinded by this light in front of me. But it's nice. And I hope that everyone watching this has some peace, has some blessings, and above all else, don't forget that God loves you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you, hopefully, in the next week or so.